And we are live. What is going on, guys? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I really wanted to get a live view of the SPL Lab software going with the ST series. We're still going to do a demo of that, but for some reason the SPL Lab is acting up. I have no idea what's going on. You know, new computer problems of just setting things up and then you think you're good and then you're not. And StreamYard just never ceases to fail. We're going to get it going. I'm always asking for too much. But guys, thank you for tuning in. It is Tuesday. It's a little hot in here. I'm sweating. Sorry about that, guys. Just working hard, trying to get this going. The UnMasked show was awesome. Jacob and Aaron, you guys did great tonight. Really interesting topics of just, you know, integration and I was literally going into that with the ST series speakers today. So, you know, it was an awesome show, and we got to see them do a lot of things. So without further ado, let's get to the intro. I love you guys. Sit tight, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh man, I am slagging. See you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna have a good show, I'm telling you. Always something. One second, guys. Always forgetting something. I guess you can see me now. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. I actually just had to throw on a bubble chat there, and just so I can, you know, see extra comments that I may miss and just blow it up big as I want, because I don't need to see anything else right now. What is going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys all stepping in tonight. And yes, it was an awesome show, and there's always a storm coming, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that you're here. Sorry, just frustrated. I had everything working. I made that little short video about the ST series with the SPL lab going. Everything was working, and it just went kapooey as soon as I started, trying to fix it. And here we are. Kibo, thank you for tuning in. And all you guys, man. William, what is going on? Yes, you got to shake it. That song, man, it gets me going every time. Really, really does. You can't see it in the background here. I actually have a third TV I picked up at Walmart for $70. I'm like, man, I cannot pass this thing up. And I use it strictly just for my audio sources, just so I have a third screen for just, nothing. Literally just the audio, and everything else will be on the second screen, and it works really good. So you know what? One step at a time, man. One step at a time, and it's never gonna work just as you want. There's always gonna be a problem. Dub Team, thank you for tuning in. I seen Ernie commented, and John Myers. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. John, I missed you tonight. And I sent a lot of the Christmas cards that Kayla made to a lot of the guys down at Kicker. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. I love you guys. It was kind of a last minute thing. I'm like, you know what? We got a few of those. Let's hook up the guys down there. And yeah, absolutely, man. I hope you guys enjoy those. And speaking of Kicker employees, we got Kelton here. I work for Kicker, and I still watch both shows. Always looking for ways to improve my knowledge. And man, you can't say that any better. No matter what, you always have to be looking for something new to learn. Because then if you don't, you're just never really going to advance, and you're just going to be at a standstill, man. You really got to keep looking. I'm not telling you to drop your day job and just get into the books, but on your spare time, instead of being on TikTok, maybe download some quarter wavelength theories and learn about stuff that you have no clue about. So appreciate you guys here tonight. Thank you so much for all you guys tuning in. William, thank you for always tuning in as well. Cookie Monster going for your kicker beer. I know, man. He is just ready to just take a sip of that thing. Yeah, man. He is really enjoying that, and hopefully he doesn't fall over. We know he tends to fall over sometimes, so it happens. Appreciate you guys. Baba, we're back, and we are back. What is going on, man? I appreciate you guys. I want to give a special shout out to you guys. I don't know if you even noticed, but that's actually a brand new computer sitting there. It's a Lenovo, and that was sent to me by none other than Baba, Cornut, Kibo, Deviant, and Dean. Just me, and if I forgot anybody, let me know. I appreciate you guys. And it's crazy that we're able to do this kind of stuff, and you guys are making this happen for me. And to be able to do cool things, we're going to hit some speed bumps along the way, and that's what makes it fun. If everything just goes smooth, you get kind of bored of it. But hey, maybe not. Maybe that's just me. But absolutely, we're going to get over there very soon. But I want to talk about the UnMasked show and, just the integration stuff that they got going on, man. And it was pretty cool how they took apart the ST. I know I got both baffles hooked up there, but I thought it was pretty cool how they took this apart and literally reconed the entire thing. And it's crazy because it's like, man, you can recone something this size. That's just truly insane. And I don't want to take mine apart because one, it's fine, and two, I don't have a recone just in case there is something I got to do. But I don't know if there's really anything. He put it together in 2 minutes, man. It's crazy, and that's why I loved just the Kicker drop-in recones. It doesn't get much more simpler than that. Brian Townsend with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Hit the like button. Hope 2023 is a good year for you. Good one for you. I had a good New Year's. I had 2 of those Kicker Stillwater beers, and that did me in. I was good. And, it was just nice to be able to hang out with the family. Both the boys actually made it past 12 o'clock because, if you know me, we have a late lifestyle. So it was nice, and everyone made it for the bell to ring, and it was just, it was a nice time to be with one another and safe and fun. I like that. But you know what, Brian, thank you so much for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate you, and thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Kibo. I appreciate you guys, man. When I got wind about that, I'm like, oh no, really? God, you guys are insane, because you guys already put together this entire thing. you know, and it's just like, man, you know, you guys are just awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. And you know, it makes sense though, because my other laptop, I mean, that's the reason why you guys got me this one. The other one was on its last leg, and what was it? Not a tree bark. Tree log in performance status, the old laptop, and this one is way better. i7, I don't know, 16 gigabyte RAM. You know, it's got a solid state drive, so you know, you never lose stuff. It's nice. And just something new, because we will be doing a lot of Amp-Dyno videos with that, and live stuff, of course, like how we always do. So you know what, thank you guys. I can't, you know, when I told Kayla, she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, we got to go to Staples. It's an hour away, but it's worth it, man. And I picked up actually an Ethernet cable, not an Ethernet cable, but a distributor, like an unmanaged one, or however that stuff is. I'm learning about this stuff, and you know, just so I have hardwired connections for everything. Now, the new laptop does not have Ethernet, but I guess you can use a USB to Ethernet. I don't know the pros and cons with that versus just Wi-Fi, so I might just get a Wi-Fi booster up here with Ethernet out, so I can just have clean Wi-Fi going to that, and then all hard connections for everything else, man. So I cannot thank you guys enough, man. And it's raining. It's raining, man. I took a step outside because I actually went out and picked up one of the kicker, you know what, I should have went over there and picked it up. Here, let me just put on my other headphones, because it's a little easier walking around, and I'm about to be doing that anyway. So let me turn my volume down here a little bit, because I am switching headphones. Headphone Corsair, yep.
Mic on.
Mic on. All right, there we go. So, why I wanted to do this for, let me know if you guys can hear me. Oh man, we got some super chats. I can't walk away yet. Man, you guys are insane. Guys are insane. Hold up. Blake with a 1090 super chat. I'm guessing that's for the 10.9 group. Appreciate you, man. I want to give a shout out to the 10.9 Volt Talk. This is most of what's left over after y'all gave me the means to buy a new amplifier. Hey, you know, it's crazy what these guys do, man. You know, I never knew anything like this existed, and especially within what we do, car audio, man. And it's a true blessing, and you know, it's awesome that we can help out one another, you know. And I try to do what I can, you know, helping people just like you do too, man. And you know a lot about a lot too. So it's just cool to see people give back to people like you too. Cornut, thank you, man. $14.40, 14.4 super chat. You know, we got to equal things out here. Kibo, Stu, Baba, Just Me, that's Dean, and Deviant all contributed to the Lenovo. Are you making fun of me? I swear, you know, I can never pronounce anything right if it's Eva, Lenovo, you know, whatever. Keeker, it's all the same thing, man. Cornut, thank you so much, man. I know you were one of the big wheels behind everything and making it happen, and I can't thank you enough, man. I appreciate you guys. God. Baba coming in with a $5 super chat. Got a low roll. Got to save up for Friday 100th episode. Hit the like, guys, to show your support. Yes, this Friday is going to be my 100th live stream. Between Kicking It With Andy, Tuesday UnMasked Aftershows, and Friday shows. And it's been a journey, man. And, you know, I'm going to try to compile something, you know. But, you know, it's hard with live streams. It really is. But I want to do something special. And, you know, it's been amazing, you know, just to be here now. It's crazy. It really is, man. It really is. Is this gain up high enough? Thank you, Bubba. Appreciate you so much, man. Just kidding. You know, you got to slow down, Bubba. I told you got to slow down. And this guy, his gain's either all the way down or all the way up. And right now it's full tilt boogie. Just kidding. And Cornut landed the awesome deal. Scored the last one in all of PA. You know what? That's the way to do it. You know, you never want to pay top dollar for something unless you really, really want it. And it's the best way to do it because you get really good stuff for the amount of money that you put into it, and money and time. Hand in hand, man. They got their trade-offs, but it's just, you know, it's hard. You know, life is hard. You don't want to waste your money. You got to get the good deals, man. And Cornut is all about that. We know that so much, man. Thank you, Bubba, and thank you, Cornut. Jeff Wallace with a 14.4 super chat. If you know, you know. Shout out John Myers. Absolutely, dude. I love John. I can't wait to go down to Stillwater again. Actually, let me move over here for a second. I wanted to pull out, because I have... Let me know if my mic's too hot. I try to adjust some things, but it's just impossible because this mic is not a condenser mic. Two things. One, I just have one of these here, the kicker cutouts for their speakers, and I was going to match it up to the Street Series 7, which it actually does almost fit. You could just use a multi-tool and kind of adjust things, but then you would have to add some kind of, you know, backing in between where the Street Series 7-inch square would go, so that you would have a nice seal. Now that part I'm thinking about fabricating, but honestly, my Eclipse takes 6x9s. My Pilot doesn't. It takes 6 3/4. And I do have the actual mounting parts for them in the car now with the KS 6.75s. These are the stock ones. But then I was like, maybe I could just, you know, fit the L7 or the I keep calling it L7, the Street Series in there and make a couple cuts just so the baffle fits and the motor clears on the motor on the door itself. You know, try to fabricate something just so I can put it in there in a stock location in the Pilot. But then you would still have the corners hanging over the edge. So I don't know. I might just buy a pair just to mess around, see what it does. Because the Pilot, I feel like I need something more of an ST kind of speaker where it's more for loud. That quad box ain't no joke, man. When you get her rearing in a 44 to 48 hertz range, man, she is rowdy, and it's hard for your mids and highs to keep up, man. It ain't easy. But I liked how they went over these, and, you know, because these, like, you look at this and you're like, man, I don't even know. This doesn't even look like it's for my car. But a lot of things break off, and you're only going to use certain things. The nice thing about the Eclipse that I got, it's already got one, and it works with a 4-screw 6x9. I actually didn't need one, so it actually kind of worked great, which was pretty convenient if you ask me. Let's see here. John Myers. Oh, John's up in the chat on YouTube. John, thank you for watching. We got explicit car audio. I like having this long list of comments here because it's a lot more than StreamYard just puts out. And I can't see YouTube or Facebook, but it works, man. It definitely works. Jeff making it rain. Absolutely, guys. You guys are awesome. Explicit audio. The Daily Bench. I think your mic gain is alright. Thanks, man. I actually got it boosted 3 because it is a inherently quiet mic. And I get a little loud. I do have some kind of compression on it, and I do have a, you know, cancel out anything that's less than, I don't know, 18 dBs. I forget how that stuff works. It's science, but, you know, pretty much how this is set up. And it's just like anything, man. You can DSP anything all you want. But what you have is what you got. And you know, I feel like you can only cut so many corners, man. Co-pilot Andy on the scene. I know, whenever you were saying that on the first time I used these, I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, while I was live. And I'm like, listening to it the second time, like, dude, man, I do sound like we are at 30,000 feet. Please buckle your seatbelt. Do not turn on your cell phones and sit back and relax. Definitely sound like one, man. Kanga Base is up in here. What is going, Kanga? Garrick Hudson, I am so excited for your 100 shows. Holy jumpin'. Enchiladas, absolutely, man. This Friday, make sure you tune in, dude. Thank you for tuning in today. One speed equals go. That is exactly it, Bubba. I know you, man. You're insane. Okay. Kicker Club, Joseph Keenan, thank you for tuning in, man. Crutchfield has comp golds on pre-order. Yeah, man, no way. Really? I mean, that's awesome. I didn't know Kicker was going to do pre-order, but I guess third party can do whatever they want. So, I mean, that's awesome, man. Say less. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you guys. Alright, let's go hear these Street Series speakers. Now, I need to figure out what I got to do exactly with all this, because I did have a problem with the... see, that switched over real fast. There we go. Maybe I pushed it too hard. This ATM Mini Pro's working good. I'm gonna keep the ATM Mini just because it's nice having a second switcher, and it's not per se busted. I think I was just trying to do too much on the other one. But either way, we got another ATM Mini over here, and it's kind of acting weird. So I'm not gonna mess with it. And it's not even that. It's getting messed up with the SPL Lab. I would switch over and it would just start acting all crazy. Like, we got our second screen here on the Lenovo computer, and you can see what's going on here. But if I go into the SPL Lab and let me move this over here, sometimes these things are finicky where, see, you can't even see that, but it's on the other screen. It'll just say like nothing's detected, and I gotta like restart the computer, unhook some things, and it was working for me no problem in the beginning. So I don't know exactly what happened. Excuse me. Now, I was going to have, you know what? I guess we could still do it. Let me remove this because we don't need that. What I could do is, I wanted to go on the StreamYard on my phone because I know the Apple phones, like, you know, Apple's, iPhone 14, have a little bit better of a mic than this headset. So I wanted to, let me mute that for a second. I wanted to, need to turn that down. Super chats are working, that's great. I'm scarred for life, man, with laptops and super chats, just bad. All right, so you could see me over here. I still need to switch this around. Settings, give me a second. Camera, hi. Back camera, okay. We got that. I did want to do something like this where you guys could get a nice flex portion of this. Can I, like, okay. Yeah, back camera, thank you very much. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here, I unmuted the mic, and I'm going to try to get a shot here. Yeah, I just hear echo. Turn that down. All right, if you can hear me, let me know. Should be able to work. Let's do sound test. Now, I think this song is good for copyright, but I don't care. This is live. Come on, Frankie, go ahead. All right, so let's hit it. You know what I can do too? Cancel the background music. That's what I need to do. Perfect time to use your pair of Kush. Absolutely. Okay. Background music is off, should be off. All right. Ken Block. Yes, rest in peace, man. Racer. Made DC. All right, let's hit it. We're going to go low volume first.
I got bass, a true 8,000 watts. The Chevy Astro is no toy for tots, and you can hear the bass drop for more than 10 blocks. And I'm always getting stopped by the cops, and the elderly just can't understand all that damn noise in that band. And the sound stream 18 never fail, plus a 6.3 on the Richter scale. 40 speakers for your listening pleasure. Too much bass for the B&K to measure. 7 batteries, and I'm draining them, pumping up the bass to the maximum. Streetwide 190 F alternator, harder to kill than a Terminator. And when you get inside, best protect yourself, cause it's your own fault if you go deaf. My bass hits harder, harder, harder. Going down the street with 8,000. My bass hits harder, harder, ground pound coming through with the fish. My bass hits harder, harder, harder. Going down the street with 8,000. My bass hits harder, harder, ground pound coming through with the fish. It's the sound of the ground pound. Follow me now, check it. A second is all I need to make your ears bleed. From the bass of the sound stream speakers, he gets no sleep when it creaks. 1 for 16 deep, 12 minutes 14. Yeah, that's what the shit got topping. Bopping over 95 North. Life is no radar system, so it doesn't go off course. Nightclub on wheels / mega mobile system. Precision power amp, so you know that shit be hitting. Cruising down the highway, freaks looking our way. Sweating ground pound, cause they want to be down. Do you wanna feel bass? This around ground pound and you get knocked down. Cause we living like that for the non-fizzo. More bass for your ass, really though. My bass hits hard, harder. Rolling down the street with 8,000. My bass hits hard, harder. Ground pound coming through with the vicious. My bass hits hard, harder. Rolling down the street with 8,000. My bass hits hard, harder. Ground pound coming through with the vicious knock. What the hell going on around here? Them damn boys coming through here every late night, rumbling and dumbling and taking my goddamn whistles. I got some bass boom bottom for your ass. I get this damn 12 gauge and blast every goddamn speaker out that motherfucking band. I can't sleep and I'm gonna do somebody. Rolling up the Ave in the power supply band, pumping it up every chance I can. 8 and 8 power supply band, kicking that serious bass. 8,000 watts.
All right, I think you... Oh, here we go. We need some gain here. All right, I think you guys get the picture on that. This thing is so much louder in person. I wanted to use the iPhone camera just because it picks up so well, like the microphone and stuff. And, you know, I can't wait to install these. I keep teasing you guys, and it's just... They're not... I'm not going to lie, they're not going to be the easiest to put in your car. But they are awesome, man. So let's go head over there. I wanted to show you guys real power and stuff. Maybe we'll save that for Kicking with Andy show anyway. Everything happens for a reason, right, guys? All right, cool. Let me... What's up? All right, what'd I miss? About Ken Block. Right. I know, it's a shame. It is, you know, and it's just, we got to be happy every moment that we have, honestly, man. Just because you never know. You never know when something could go wrong and your life's over, and just, you know, we take so much for granted, man. It's not even funny. And, you know, we get caught up in worldly things like bass. You know, not really. I wouldn't say bass. It can be. Anything can be. Within reason. But, again, you have to be thankful for everything you got, man. But I wanted to show you guys that. And on that demo video right there with the STs over there. Now, there is no physical crossover. The tweeter comes with 2 different types of crossovers or whatnot. And there's nothing hooked up, but I have a little bit of control on the amplifier. It has low, like bass, everything, or just high, and then you can adjust that crossover and, you know, get where the tweeter is going to work pretty well. Now, if you start giving a lot of power, you might want to throw a crossover, physical crossover in between that. So, you know, you're really playing what it's supposed to do. But I wanted to just show you guys that real fast. And, man, it is loud. And you don't need to put a buku amount of power to that. The ST7 is bridged at 125 RMS on that Kicker DX250, and then the tweeter was only on one channel, 4 ohms, and putting out 30 RMS. So, you know, you don't need a huge amplifier, but they could get even louder if you did. So, I mean, I just wanted to show you guys that, and I thought it would be pretty cool to demonstrate that since they were talking about the ST. I didn't know if they were going to go into more of the ST series stuff, and I'm like, well, let's do a little live demo since they got to do like the, you know, showing how to take this guy apart, you know, and let's just hear it, you know. That's the fun stuff too, man. Getting to hear the stuff. That's the point. Mario Hernandez, thank you for tuning in. I have the 9-inch, still haven't put any power to them yet. You know, they are awesome. Not gonna lie, that was the 7. I like the 9 better, just in my opinion. But I'm sure, you know, with the right system or whatever, it wouldn't really matter too much. I'm looking for more and a 9's going to give you more. You know, it's just a bigger speaker, man. It just is. And I love them, and I can't wait till you put it in. Let me know. Next time I'm on, I'm here live Tuesday and Friday every night, or, you know, at night. So make sure you let me know. Oh, thank you. I hear it in my background, and there's nothing in the back. Appreciate you guys. You know, I need like a full-time moderator, you know. Someone else to run the switches, too. Ernie, I don't know what you're doing. Can you do it while you're driving on your way home? No, I'm just kidding. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, William. Bobby B's back, and 25 said no one asked. Well, you know what? Come on, man. You can't have your cake and eat it, too, you know. Deviant, he lets everybody know that he has arrived. Bobby's just saying he's back, you know. That's you know, it could be worse. It could be worse. A Daily Bench, thank you for tuning in, man. My favorite thing is watching these amazing products get rolled out, and the company backing their products, not scared to show them off inside and out, and showing us what they want to know and see. Amazing. That is the greatest thing about the Unmasked show and what they can do. It's an amazing tool, and being a company that they are, being able to be see-through, right, and you get that one-on-one with the customer, and we get to see things maybe before they're even, you know, available. And it's awesome. It really is, and it's great to have a company that does that, man. It's amazing. I appreciate you tuning into my show and the Unmasked show. If it wasn't for the Unmasked show, I don't think this show would be a show. Bobby B, moderator. Andy, I'm your man. Now, you gotta be dedicated, Bobby. You know, I know you're in Disneyland all the time, and I don't want you, you know, making sure the comment section or my audio levels are good, and you're on a roller coaster. I don't want you getting in trouble, man, or losing your phone, you know. See, you know, it's a given, man. Disneyland. I am the Real Crawfish. What's up, Andy? Thank you for tuning in. This is the Unmasked After Show. Just got finished doing a little, not amp dyno, but, you know, a little sound quality, I guess, test. Not sound quality, but just hearing those ST speakers, man. And I wanted to show you guys, you know, the power that you really see, and I had it working, and it's okay. After the show, I'll get it wired up, fired up, see if I can get it running again, but it's always computer stuff, man. It's not my cup of tea. Thank you, Mario. Yes, let me know, man. Let me know. Kayla woke up. Andy, you in trouble, bruh. You know, it's funny. She's recently, and the boys have almost been on my sleep schedule. Mad Skills, dog. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Oh man, you know, I like that song, and I'm like, maybe it's not even copyrighted just because, you know, type of song it is. I know a lot of, you know, not Tech Master P, but, you know, just those types of music that are like more for like bass heads usually aren't copyrighted. You know, it's for YouTube. So you can actually use some of them more than not, which is kind of surprising. And I posted up that little short, and I didn't even get one flag, and I'm like, oh, okay, so we're really good. We're really good for that. I'm definitely going to use that. What better song? What's going on, Danny the Shaver? Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do. John Myers, you would have a great show with or without our show. You know, John, thank you for watching, man. You know, I just see it as, you know, not so much that, but just you guys starting this thing of just this live stream performance show, and just, you know, all the things that the Unmasked show does. Like, I watch 12 Volt Talk, but, you know, I didn't really get inspired. Oh, I should make my own podcast and do all this kind of stuff with the YouTube and this and that, man. I never started the YouTube until literally when you guys dropped the L7X Happening, and it just kind of started from there, and that was the original Unmasked show. And it's just, you know, I just feel like if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this today. I appreciate your guys' continual support, and right back at you, man. I try to make you guys, your life a little bit easier, you know? Or at least Bill's life. At least Bill's. Thank you for watching, John. I appreciate you. I hope you and your family are doing well, man. Bobby B, Andy, now you know why I don't have any money for audio. Happy wife, happy life, man. You got to have, evenness in your life. You can't just have a giant wall, 64-inch subwoofers, and no girlfriend, no house. You can live in it if it's a giant bus, but I don't know, man. I feel like there's a little bit more in the life. Daily bench, Andy needs an IT man. I have like 3 of them. And I'm always bothering them. Last night, this was just a new computer. It's Windows 11 too. So with like SPL Lab, it was a little bit weird. And then I downloaded something new from Adam that he sent me that works with SPL Lab, like I work with Kicker, and got me situated, got that working today. And I don't know, I just opened up StreamYard and it was throwing it up. But then when I was switching cameras like that, it would show everything in real time, like the watts moving and everything. And as soon as it got to that frame, it would freeze. So I'm like, oh no, is it the ATM Mini? I kept switching it in and out, in and out. And I'm like, okay, let's just try to see if the screen actually works. And the screen works. So it was something with SPL Lab getting confused with the screen. I don't know. It is techie stuff, man. But I got the guys to be on it. SJC, a lot of men, man. Speaking of men, middlemen who have no business copyright music without the artist even knowing. It's not like I am trying. That's the whole copyright thing, man. I understand it, but it's, it's a whole nother ball field in today's society where people are using it for videos. And, I get you're making money off it and they want to get their revenue. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know. I feel like at some point there should be a like, hey, man, you made like $1,000 off this. Yeah, we're taking like $200 off you. Otherwise it shouldn't be a problem. But hey, that's kind of hard to, switch. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It has an man, IT man. His name is SJC. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Let me scroll up here, see if I missed anything else. Okay, cool. Caught up for the most part. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, the fails were funny. The fails were funny on the Unmasked, because I found a few of those. I sent Ernie, I was like, hey, just use these whenever, man. And it was cool, they threw them up. That was awesome. The Daily Bench, I can tell you, man, I hear good about Kicker speakers. I'm on the fence about getting a set of Kicker 6.5s for my SUV. I am not sure if I should just go for it. Haha. I have never personally had the CS, but I've heard them. And I love the KS. The DS or the DS or the ES, whichever version, Walmart or just wherever you're going, the entry line. And the QS, I've heard those are phenomenal. Now if you have if like an aftermarket radio and that's it, no amplifier to power them, you could go with the KS or CS. The DS are literally, I wouldn't say that they're going to sound better than your OEM premium sound system. They're just not. But they're going to sound better than your blown out speakers that have nothing to them and they're like 5 watts RMS. It's going to sound better than that. And you can put an amp on those too. But at the end of the day, it is how much power you're giving them. They do sound crystal clear on like 10, 15 watts RMS, which is what a normal head unit has. It doesn't have 50 by 4. They lying to you, all right? So if you can get an amplifier on it, I don't feel like you should be on any fence, man. Kicker makes some really good stuff, and it's balanced. It's balanced. I don't know how many systems I've sat in now. Obviously, they're a little bit more geared towards SPL and stuff like that, but they do come off a little harsh. Just a little more, not mid-range, but like too much vocal and just too much of something. And, I feel like some brands may skim on that. Now, not every single one. Now, if you go with like reputable other brands, Kenwood, Alpine, like the Rockford, like the inner circle of what's been, and you're really not going to go too wrong. It's just when you go out there with other brands, maybe like Scar or just, something different, DS18, it depends, and I don't know what you're really trying to get. Now, you could go with some DS18s and you just want to have mids and highs to keep up with your 155 dB system, then more power to you, man. You could probably save $1 or $2. But if you want some quality, I would go with the inner circle of brands that we come to know, and not maybe Sundown too. You know, I don't know about Down for Sound. They're coming out with some components and coaxials and stuff like that, or at least components and mid bass drivers. Really cool stuff, and for really cheap. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to try them out and I'll let you know. But either way, man, thank you for tuning in and your question. You know, that's actually where they came from. I actually went to 25's house, took a picture, and I'm like, dude, you could have told me it was this bad, you know, and I didn't want to say nothing, but here we are. It's the Unmasked After Show where pretty much anything goes. So, sorry, 25. Love you, buddy. Andy, check your DM in Discord. See the pic Deviant made. Do I want to? Do I want to? That's not it. Let's see. DM maybe from you here. Oh my god. No, I did not see this. I'm guessing this is from whenever... Oh my god, I got the headphones too. I didn't even realize. 30,000 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. Funny story, actually, with airplanes. When I was on my way to Stillwater, I wanted to... Because I haven't flown a plane since 2003. Okay, like, cell phones weren't a thing. And, like, there's, like, this big thing and not having your phone on and this and that and whatnot. And it used to be a thing, and just it's not anymore, but they still tell you to turn your phones off because they just can, and it's just whatever. And I had this app that, you know, GPS speedometer app. It read the speed until you get so high, and then you don't have no service. You got nothing. So yeah, don't do that. But I wanted to try it for science, and we hit about almost 700 miles an hour in the plane, and it was awesome, man. It was awesome. So yeah, I like that meme, Deviant. Thank you so much, man. John Myers built an incredible sounding car with the KS 6x9s. You know, I loved mine, you know, whenever I got those for the first time, because I upgraded from the DS to the KS, so it was night and day. But I was like, man, these are rich sounding, if that makes sense. You know, for even when low power, you know, like they sound really, really good. And you start putting more power to them, and then you take a crossover, you're like, no crossover. You play them flat, and it's just like, man, they sound like eights in your door. Like they sound like something nice up there. And you know, obviously, when you start putting a lot of power to them, maybe you can't do that quite as loud. You have to add a crossover, and I liked how Aaron brought that up tonight. You know, and it depends, you know, what you're trying to do, if you're really just trying to be, like, kind of boomy up front. But for just a pair of 6x9s up front, man, they are awesome. And I went with the 6.75s in the Pilot, because that's what it came with. And honestly, I like the 6x9s better. I don't know why. Maybe it is just a bigger speaker location. It's a bigger car, smaller amp. I don't know. But I like the 6x9s better than the 6 3/4. It's not candy. You're safe. I know you guys got to let me know ahead of time. It's all right, 25. I got you, man. You know, at least everyone got to see your installs. It's good. It's good. It's good. He said Scar. Where's Colbs? I thought he'd pop up for sure. You know, I still got to build an enclosure for that 18, and I'm probably just going to give that sub to my buddy Dopey, just because I got nothing to do with it, and he always needs a system, and he actually has one of my subs, so I'll be like, hey, dude, just trade you. Here you go. You know, upgrade from a 12 that's got like 150 RMS to a Scar 18 SDR, man. But build a box, get some content on it, you know, and be able to get him a sub. That'd be cool. I got nothing against Scar, you know, like they got their place for being cheap, man, you know, just like Boss. But Boss has, in my opinion, better quality. Ratings are to the roof, but, you know, and price per watt is probably higher than Scar. But it's that trifecta. Performance, price, longevity, you know, and it's just, what do you want, you know, where does your little dot go in that triangle? And it doesn't matter where it is, because it's somewhere else is going to fall off, or it's right in the middle. Most of it is horn-loaded tweeters being allowed to play down into upper mid-range. Right, yeah, I think that's got, plays down to 3.5K. So, I mean, that's pretty low. That's definitely some vocals in there, for sure. And obviously it doesn't just stop at 3500, just like kicker subs stop at 40 hertz. So, you know, it's going to have some kind of natural roll off. But right, it's a perfect blend. And like they were talking about tonight with the KS mid-range or whatever, the mid-bass with the component, how it has just a natural roll off. It's exactly what they did with that. And honestly, these sound good. Those ST speakers, man, these things sound really good. And especially when you crank them up. You know, it's not going to sound like a KS on like quarter volume. It's not going to have that sound. But once you start giving her the beans, they light up. They really light up. And I've only put 125 watts to one, you know, and they're rated 200, 300 RMS. And it's just, you know, obviously you don't need to do that, but you could do that and they could get even louder and stay loud and clear. That's the whole point. And I can't wait to use this, man. Teasing myself, really, at the end of the day. Yeah, we keep a PG-13 here. Have to. Amazing mid-bass. Absolutely. The KS is 100%. Mr. Scott Dilbeck, thank you for tuning in, driving back from a delivery. Still listening in, bro. Thank you for watching, man. Be safe on your delivery. Love you, buddy. I will see you Friday. Larry Keller, boss is better than Scar. I never heard that before. You're going to hear a lot of things that you haven't heard before here, Larry. Some of them are right. Maybe some of them aren't right. I don't know. But, you know, in my opinion, quality of longevity, how many Boss amps do you see float up on Marketplace? You know, just ran on cigarette lighters, you know, power. You know, just totally abused. And they're still running. You know, and then there's the other guy. It's, you know, he's got a Scar RP, and he's just like, man, it went poof, and I don't know what happened. But he's getting a lot more power for the same price, and maybe not longevity and quality. So, you know, it goes hand in hand what you're trying to get. But if you're talking maybe just quality of just the parts that are designed, now I'm not talking efficiency, because their amps are not efficient. AB class is not really that quite efficient, especially for a monoblock. I really wouldn't suggest doing that in today's standards. It's just D-class, man. It's more efficient, better topology, whatever. And so there's that, you know. So then it's like, okay, you're gonna pay $70 for an amp that does 150 RMS, which is a lot per watt, like 35 cents. That's like a sundown, you know, or almost kicker price of per watt for the amp, and you're only getting 150 watts, but you're walking in, that's the whole thing, walk-in price. It's going to cost you a lot to get started. And then if you upgrade, obviously you can get more for less when you buy bulk. But then there's, you know, just the part where, you know, diminishing returns of how much you're putting in. And that's just economics, that's physics, that's just what we do and everything in life. And it's, you know, with car audio too. So is it better than Scar? I wouldn't say it's, quote, better, but it's more reliable for darn sure, man. Darn sure. Boss over Scar, same thing. I don't know. I wouldn't call them the same thing. Now, if you say Scar and maybe Terramp, you could probably put them in a close comparison of, you know, performance, power, price, and longevity, reliability. I don't know. You know, it's hard. Mike DePuli, thank you for tuning in, man. And no one even told me. I forgot to run the scroll for the Patreon scroll. God, you know, I'm usually in this room, you know, ready, sat down, ready to go 15, 20 minutes prior. I was in here the entire time for the Unmasked show, did a water change on Chris the Fish over here, and walked over to do the SPL lab to make sure that that was ready to go. And as soon as I did that, I was messing with that for 15, 20 minutes, and it still didn't work. And I'm like, pulling my hair out. So, I mean, at least I got to show you guys the sound demo. I wanted to show you guys the power and all that kind of stuff. But, spoiler, I only put about 100 watts to it at the most. But either way, I wanted to show you guys that, and that's the only reason why I forgot everything today. Gotta have it just right, you know? Spare no detail. Scott Dilbeck, Boss sells more products a year than most big-time audio brands by sheer volume, and they field destroy warranty everything. Right, man, you know, and you could say that about Scar too as of late. You know, you type in, you know, best subwoofer, they're coming up first, and I'm sure that's some marketing. But either way, like Amazon's top seller, and You know, just I'm waiting for the days where people are walking around, just like how they would make fun of us kicker guys. Yeah, my buddy's got 2 Scar 18s and he's on his 3rd windshield. Like, I am waiting for that, but I don't know if it's gonna ever be like that again because of technology and the internet. You know, their fire is gonna be put out before that even starts. You know, people are, you know, the internet's rough, man. Even in Kicker Club, I had to like separate some people. I'm like, listen, man, I get what you're saying, but dude's making a post. His system isn't the best. He's running mismatched subs. That is what we're here to do, to help these people. And you're just bashing on them. Like, this is your warning. Next time, like, you're done, man. Like, I don't want to be like that, but it's just, that's how the world is. And I just don't see that happening quite as often as it once was. You know, the fishtails are getting shorter. Man. Well, I didn't see you posted on Facebook, man. Really? You broke 2 windshields? Are you kidding me? All right, let me scroll down here. See, I got a super chat from Baba on the YouTube scroll before it even came up on StreamYard. That's cool. Baba, thank you so much, buddy. $12 super chat for Blake's drop Patreon. Wait, he dropped? No, he didn't. Did he really drop? You know, that Patreon app is worthless. It's very laggy. It doesn't update anything. And by the time it does, it's too late. I have to literally go by just emails alone and log in, go on a computer. It's a pain in the button, and still, like, it doesn't just be like, hey, really doesn't. Thank you so much, though, Baba. And, you know, no, Blake's, he's got to be on there. He's been on there for a long time. $1 Patreon. Absolutely. He's got to be still on there. You know, I'm even a $1 Patreon other than, Rob and Derek and stuff like that, but $1 Patreon on the Here We Go show, my Steeler buddy, man. It's nice to just contribute just a little bit. You know, if you can more, that's great. You know, we thank you. Thank you, Mike. $25 Patreon right there alongside Bubba. And appreciate you guys. Awesome. If you guys got any questions about the Unmasked show tonight, I mean, I know it was pretty, you know, cut and dry, but, or any other questions, hit it before we end the show. We got 51 minutes already, guys. Chris the Fish McGill, absolutely, man. He's doing good. I did a water change just because it's a brand new tank. You guys know how that goes. And got to keep it clean, man. Got to keep it clean for Chris. AB is up to 65% efficient. Yeah, I would say that because I know, yeah, I think that's about as high as they really get. I mean, D class, what, 90, 92, maybe? That's really, really high. I don't know. I know the Warhorse was like the highest, but that's not even that's Warhorse class. It's not even, it's a different horse. Let's see here. Scroll up, making us know the whole year. What did I miss? For the whole year. Every dollar counts, man. You know, and it's the thought that counts. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Baba. Appreciate you, man. Watch Cookie Monster get it. Yes, he's still up there drinking a little bit. I don't know exactly what's going on up there. Hey, you still drinking that? You good? You good? He said he's good. He's good. Oh, I mean, I got a lot shorter here. That's what's awesome about this table, though. Like, I could almost stand up. If I put it all the way up, I can, but I got to watch my wires. But just, it's pretty fancy. That's why it's like, oh, SPL Lab ain't working. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, it is. Oh, no. AB efficiency gets up to 70-80% now with modern AB designs. Didn't know that. You know, I just don't see too many AB amps being dynoed, or, you know, that's more sound quality. People still kind of make ABs. I know that kicker amp over there is AB, the DX 125.2 is AB, the CX 360 is AB. I get it. But, right, it's just, again, you can only do with so much, like with your foundation, you know, just like with like how we were talking about with the other stuff, you know, with the DSP, what you start out with. And, you know, there's pros and cons with every type of amplifier, you know, design. And now it's almost like before it was the switching technology back in like whenever I first got in car audio, at least what I heard was, you know, old D-class amps couldn't do full range because they couldn't switch fast enough. Now that's just, they're switching twice as fast as they need to, and it's just technology, man, because just how that stuff works, it's got to switch way faster than the frequency it's playing and everything else with the bit rate and all that kind of fun stuff that I have no clue about. John Myers says, Happy New Year, all my car audio homies. I know, I hope everyone did have a good New Year's. Again, I just had my 2 beers, watched some Steeler football. Well, the next day, that was great. But, you know, just watch some TV. And, well, I think we were watching Breaking Bad because we never watched that. Catching up on that, that's bad. That's why I get nothing done. But I've been working on this. I need to binge. It's been a while. And, you know, just watch the ball drop and watch some of the weird stuff. I was watching the Miley Cyrus thing, and that just wasn't, no, I wasn't cutting it. And then the other one, it's just like, man, I miss the early 2000s. But there was some good throwbacks on there. I'll give them that. I think it was the Clark show, Dick Clark. But, you know, it's just, this day and age, man, I am scared for my children. I'm scared for myself. Hey, you know what? That's why we have this show. That's why we have our group of friends. We don't have to see everything. We just turn a blind eye, right? Only so much. AB Topology also runs most clean and coolest wide open, not clipping, obviously. You know, I feel like that's with a lot of things with amplifiers. You know, they even have, you know, better heat dissipation because of moving and the speaker being connected, actually cooling down the amplifier because the coil's cooling down naturally from it moving, and just how that stuff works. And it's kind of crazy to think about. You know, you would think an amp just sitting there at idle would be cool. No, it's actually hotter or hot as being ran at 3/4 volume, if not more. You know, and it's just crazy to think of that. And I'm sure with the AB technology and just how that, it's not that switching technology, it's just, you know, kind of meshing together, and however that stuff works. You know, I don't like talking things that I don't know about. I know Class A, it's just full tilt. You know, it's always on, it's always pulling that current, and then it puts out whatever it does. And AB, it's still kind of a switching, but it's not. I don't know. It's something that you watch, you hear about it, but it's like you really got to dive deep into how amplifiers work and then learn about the different topologies and how they work with that. And it's a lot, man. But if you got the time, there's definitely content on YouTube and how to, you know, learn about those things. And I feel like that's where we are so blessed to be able to do this stuff. And my show feels inferior to a lot of things that I watch, man. I know this is fun, but, you know, just learning stuff. But hey, I'll be the step guy to get you there. Absolutely, Scott. 100%. All right, cool, guys. Well, you know what? I don't want to drag you guys any longer. I will see you Friday on the 100th episode, so make sure you guys tune in and try to get some other stuff going. But I mean, we'll do Kicking with Andy next Tuesday, so we'll be okay with that, with whatever I plan on doing. I'm not too sure exactly. I always kind of wing it. But Friday, we'll just hang out and talk about things and have a good time. And I don't know, maybe we'll go a little longer and maybe bring some people on the second hour if you want to join. I think that would be something cool I used to do in the beginning, so we can do that maybe. If you guys want to do that, let me know. Otherwise, David, thank you so much. I will catch you guys at the Caboose. Love ya. Thank you for watching the Unmasked After Show. Stay living loud. What the heck? Choking over here. It's hot. Mike is hot. I tried yelling earlier. It was glitching on me.
Living life with Andy.
Been Dave, but Cornut came in with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Cornut. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, I know my mic was on there for a second. God, it's always something. I swear to goodness, it's always something. StreamYard just totally glitched for 20 seconds. I don't know if you guys seen that, but hey, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Cornut, Dave, everybody, 25. Oh, Michael DePoli, he's coming in there sliding. He said, wait a minute, I got to snipe. I can snipe for the caboose. Is he going to take it? Baba says, not today. You know, LOL. Baba, come on. You had to do that to Mike and Cornut? God, man. If it's not one guy, it's another. You know, and Baba, you know, he is just coming in there with like a rocket launcher. I'm just taking that, and that's it. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll see you Tuesday, huh? Tuesday? Yep. All right. Sounds good. All right. We're just going to, yep.